Imagine a country like Japan, quiet, precise, extremely selective about partnerships. Out of the entire world, out of every state in India, they choose one place to build deeper ties. Not Mumbai, not Delhi, not Bengaluru. They choose Uttar Pradesh, and not for business parks, not for factories, but for culture, spirituality, wellness, tourism, and human connection. That sounds unusual, right? But when you understand the story, it makes perfect sense. And by the end of this video, you will realize this is not just a tourism update. This is soft power, strategy, and the future of global relationships. Recently, a high-level delegation from Japan visited Uttar Pradesh to explore the collaboration in wellness tourism, cultural exchange, experimental travel, and spiritual circuits. This was not symbolic meeting. It was detailed, structured, and future-focused. They discussed the festivals, heritage routes, yoga, Ayurveda, Buddhist pilgrimage tourism, even food and sports experiences. Because Japan understands something very important. People remember emotions more than infrastructure. Culture connects deeper than commerce. And when two civilizations connect emotionally, the relationship lasts longer than any trade deal. Now think about this for 2 seconds. What does Uttar Pradesh really represent? It's not just another Indian state. It's a history of motion. It is where Buddha walked, where ancient empires rose, where some of the world's most powerful spiritual stories were born. From Sarnath to Kushinagar, from Ayodhya to Taj Mahal, this land attracts millions every year without even trying. And for many Japanese travelers who follow Buddhism or love mindful travel, these places are not tourist spots. They are sacred journeys. That emotional pull is something money cannot manufacture. But this story is not about the past. It's about the future. The world has changed. Young travelers today are different. Gen Z does not want to live selfies and luxury hotels. They want meaning, they want peace, they want experience that heal. That is why wellness tourism is exploding globally. Yoga retreats, meditation camps, nature stays, slow travel, digital detox, and India naturally fits this trend. Uttar Pradesh is now building wellness centers, cultural hubs, better hospitality, and easier travel infrastructure. So when Japan looks at UP, they see a ready ecosystem, not a dream, a working model. And here is where it gets interesting. This partnership is not just tourists coming to India, it's two-way. The plan includes cultural festivals in Japan that showcase Uttar Pradesh traditions, food, music, crafts, stories. Imagine Japanese families attending an Uttar Pradesh festival in Tokyo, watching classical performances, tasting Indian cuisine, experiencing heritage before even boarding a flight. That is how curiosity is built, and that is how trust is built. And once people feel connected, travel automatically follows. This is cultural diplomacy at its smartest. Many people think development only means highways and skyscrapers, but the modern development also means identity. Because if you lose your culture, growth feels empty. Uttar Pradesh seems to be balancing the both. On the one side, better roads, airports, digital governance, infrastructure upgrades. On the other side, restoring temples, heritage circuits, museums, storytelling spaces, experience centers. It is like a saying, we will grow, but we will not forget who we are. And that mindset is exactly what attracts countries like Japan, who value traditions deeply. There is also a strategic layer here. Countries today compete not only with the GDP numbers, they compete with the influence, with perception, with soft power. South Korea has K-pop, Japan has anime and design culture, and India has something equally powerful, spiritual heritage and civilizational depth. When a Japanese traveler comes to UP and finds peace at a meditation center or walks through ancient Buddhist sites, they carry that memory back home, and that memory quietly builds a long-term goodwill between nations. No advertisement can buy that, only authentic experiences can. For young Indians, this is also a huge opportunity because tourism means jobs, local businesses, guides, hotels, artists, handicrafts, food stalls, startups, digital creators. An entire ecosystem grows. A single international tourist supports multiple families. And if Japan sends even a small percentage of its travelers regularly, the ripple effect across the towns and villages can be massive. So this is not just diplomacy happening in offices. This directly impacts real people on the ground. What I personally find beautiful is the symbolism. Two ancient cultures meeting again after centuries, both valuing discipline, respect, spirituality, simplicity, both carrying thousands of years of history. And instead of racing only towards the technology, they are choosing connection, choosing meaning, choosing shared heritage. In a noisy world, this feels refreshing, almost poetic. Because sometimes progress does not come from building something new. It comes from rediscovering what was always valuable. So the next time you hear that Japan is partnering with Uttar Pradesh, do not think it's just another government announcement. Think bigger, think culture, think soft power, think global influence, and think future tourism. Because this small looking collaboration might quietly become one of the most powerful bridges between India and Japan. And if you enjoy stories that decode how such decisions shape our future, stay connected and subscribe.